Alright. Have you ever been hungry? Ever wanted a little quick bite? Well, maybe next time you can have some spaghetti. Maybe you've never had spaghetti or just don't like it. That's okay, because you can still try it again and maybe get some clarity and change your opinion. Anyways, you can feed it to your guests or try it for the first time and have a new favorite meal. Have you ever made spaghetti? No, you haven't? Don't worry, today you'll learn. It's super easy and quick and tastes great. You only need a few ingredients and a little time. I've made spaghetti 2 times. It's always been great, and I learned how to cook it from my mommy. Fill a 6-quart pan with about 4 quarts of water. This one will be about 3/4 full. Put it on high to get it boiling. While we wait for the water to come to a boil, let's go over the list of ingredients and items that you need. You'll need 1 colander, either traditional pasta sauce, which we'll be using, it's 24 ounces, or you could use meat pasta sauce, but I'd rather not. You'll need 1 can opener to open up the pasta sauce, and you'll need 1 pound of spaghetti, whether it's thin or not, doesn't matter, but that's what we have today. And it's a 2-pound carton, but we've used half of it already. This is a 6-quart pot that's boiling 4 quarts of water, and that's all you need to know. Also, you'll need oven mitts. So it's not coming to a boil very quickly. You can add some salt to get it to boil quickly. You don't want to do this on everything, but if you add just a little bit on some things, it makes it boil quicker. If you don't want to ruin the taste, though, don't add too much salt. All right. Okay, before touching any of the food, you need to wash your hands. You want to lather very well, and then wash them. Drying is not necessary, but I would recommend it. All right. And now we'll be putting the spaghetti into the pot. This is an easy step. All you got to do is just let it slide in. You might have some issues. All right. So a lot of people like to crack theirs in half. That's a sin. So we're just going to let it sit in here, and eventually it'll soften up and the rest of it will fall in as well. Now, as you can see, anyways, I'm sorry, my mother stopped recording the video. As you can see, the water did not quite come to a boil. That's because our stove is not doing too well recently. Now, the noodles have not fully submerged. That's because they're still kind of hard. As they soften up, they will go all the way in. And you should be boiling them for 8 to 9 minutes. We might want to go a little longer because our stove isn't doing very well. I do like them al dente, so I might just not cook them as long. Okay, so you can set your timer either on a microwave or any other means that you can set a timer. You'll want to set it for 8 to 9 minutes. I'm going to go with 8:30. While your noodles cook, you can set your colander in the sink so you're prepared for whenever they're done. Now that it is done cooking, you're going to turn off the stove with your mitts, obviously, and you're going to carry the pot over to the colander in the sink and just pour all of the water and the noodles through the colander. You're going to transfer all of it through there. You're going to pick up the colander. I don't need these anymore. You're going to shake it around, make sure all the water's out, make sure it's good and gone. You're going to transfer it back into the pot so that you can use the pot to put sauce in. Alright. Now you want to open your sauce. Okay, so what you do is you take the can opener and you put there and squeeze it down until you feel it. And then you want to twist this. Now, I'm left-handed, and I'm pretty sure left-handed people usually have a harder time opening these. I don't know why, but I've never had an issue. Alright, now we might need more sauce, because this is more than just 1 pound. Alright, so what you want to do, just pour it in there. And I just made a mess. Alright, this looks like it might be enough, but we'll know when we get there. Now we'll stir it and make sure we have enough sauce. You want to stir thoroughly, make sure you get the sauce in there good and nice. looks like I'm going to need a little bit more sauce, but not too much. Sadly, we'll have to tarnish the amazing taste of the traditional sauce with some meat sauce. So just repeat the process that you did when you opened up the previous can of sauce with this sauce. You might want to invest in a magnetic can opener so that you don't have to get in there and open yourself. We're only going to add a little bit. This is not an exact science. That looks like enough. Now, what I like to do is add hot sauce, and I'll be doing that when I plate it, but I would love to have put hot sauce in it when I was cooking it. But my family would not like that because this is a family meal. Now you might be wondering what to do with the rest of the sauce you have if you had to use any extra sauce. So you should take the can and pour it into a separate bowl because you don't want to leave it directly inside the can. You want to take it out, put it in a new bowl, a sealed bowl, and stuff it in the fridge so it doesn't go bad. Fits just perfectly. Right, now, you want to clean up. You want to take your used cans, you want to throw them in the trash. We're recycling, but we don't do that here. Alright, now put your utensils in the sink so they can be washed at some point. And get a washcloth or paper towel. I'll be using a washcloth. That's not the washcloth drawer. This is a big washcloth. And you will want to dampen it. And depending on what you used or how much spilled, you can use soap, but I'm not going to because there's not a lot. And this is a pretty smooth table, so it doesn't really have any grooves to get into. And you just look around and see if you have any splashes, which I don't seem to have. So I'm pretty well done. Now it's time for play. So now what you want to do is you want to get a nice spoonful, only a spoonful, you know what I'm saying? Maybe more than one spoonful. And you want to put it in a bowl or plate. Get as much as you want. Now, I want to add a secret touch and put some hot sauce in it. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people don't know about it. But I suggest you try it. And try it again maybe if you want to. We're out of habanero sauce, so I'm using Cholula, which is a more mild sauce. So I just add a lot more than I usually do. And you're going to want to give that a big stir, and then you're ready to eat.